commenting saying that they have missed my lives and asking me like what can we do. So I figured we should just schedule them, right? Like have a regularly scheduled live at least once a week. And so I did a poll. I asked you guys, I gave you three options: 6, 7, or 8 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, because I live in Daytona Beach. I'm all the way in Florida, the absolute armpit of the universe. People look at Florida in this country the way the rest of the country looks at America, because we are always in the news and it's always something bad. So hi from Florida. People chose. It was like a landslide. Everybody wanted 8 o'clock. Lil True, what's up, dog? How you doing? I appreciate you being here. So every week, every Sunday, we are going to be doing a live at 8 o'clock. I'm probably going to jump on lives randomly throughout the week. A couple people have asked me if we could do Wednesday night, especially during football season, and I'm super into that. Hey, what's up, Tampa? Hey, Scotland, what's up? Big love, man. You know, you Scottish, you guys are kind of off-putting cousins of the Irish. I got it right here. I forgot which hand it was on. I had to tattoo it on my hand because I used to get so drunk I would forget what I was. I'm Irish. It's right there. I'd always remember, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to be doing at least one scheduled live every week. What's up, Zach? How you doing? And we'll see how that goes, and we might schedule a Wednesday night. I might just do randomly, because sometimes I just want to come and hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Wales in the house. What's up? That's what's up, man. I love you guys. Irish, I love it. Yes! So how's everybody doing tonight? It is Sunday. It is the last night of Bike Week here in Daytona. And, like, I live, like, right there is my wall, and there's a street, and the noise coming off of these motorcycles, like I love motorcycles. I'm not even mad about motorcycles, but like everybody having these outboard motors and where I'm positioned and how late at night they come through, like I'm right where the GPS yells, turn right in 50 feet or 500 feet or whatever it is. And it sounds crazy to me. And it's like there's like, I get flashbacks from the SWAT team yelling at over a mega horn to come out of the house, and it instantly wakes me up every single time. I jump up out of bed in a panic. So, hey, Vermont, what's good? Let's see. North Carolina, that's what's up. We got a lot of different places, a lot of different countries, a lot of different states. I'm glad that you all tuned in. Thank you. I know that the time zone thing is a little bit different for a lot of people. Tacoma, Washington. What's up, Laura? How's it going out there in Washington? Is it snowing? Because I talked to my mom the other day in Eugene, Oregon, and she said it was snowing in Eugene, which was wild. Long Island, that's what's up. I like just recently got back from New York, and it was cold there, man. I'm not even gonna lie. We got Philly, we got Trashville, Delaware, Missouri, Michigan. This is awesome, man. Thank you guys. How else, besides having a community like this, are we all going to be able to connect from all these different places and meet up here and say what's up? Wisconsin? Snowing in Scotland? Hell yeah. Canada? I love my brothers up in the north, man. You maple-flavored bastards are amazing. I love y'all. Naples, Florida. What's up? Cleveland? All right. So, I wanted to talk to you guys. I got a few questions asked to me, and people asked me to make videos about it. And it's stuff that like is kind of interesting, but it's not like worth a full-length video or anything. One of the first questions that was asked to me is, what did I do my first day out? And by out, I mean out of prison. So my first day out of prison, I had very specific stuff that I wanted to do, and it was all be with my family. So it's hard to make a full-length content about that, but like, yo, I hadn't gotten to spend time with my kid outside of a prison visiting room in years, or hang out with my mom and my pops, or my little sister, or my nephew, any of it. So I'm naked watching this. Hell yeah, get it. Hammer that like button. That's what's up. Jesse, thank you, sir. So like, look, man, like I immediately, they all waited for me at the gate, as well as my friend Branch Niehaus. Shout out Branch Niehaus. He's doing time in Oregon right now. Free my dude. But we all went out to breakfast, and I ate food that was not institutional food for the first time in the entirety of the time that I was there. And let me tell you, that meal was mwah. And then I spent the rest of the time with my family. Hung out with my kid, played a lot of video games. He like put me up to speed on what MySpace was because, yo, when I went in, we just had little flip phones. I got out, everybody got smartphones. I had no idea what was going on. Anybody here remember MySpace? Oh, hey, we got two people that are naked. That's what's up. I'm not. I actually wore a shirt tonight, smoking a cigar watching this. So if you don't remember MySpace, it preceded Facebook, and like you had to build your own little page. So you were messing with like some HTML, like it taught you like light coding and programming and everything. And if you could have it set up to where if somebody goes to your page, whatever song you want starts blasting and playing. And you could have your top 8 friends, which was absolutely disastrous for a lot of social circles because you could like change, Jessica, what's up? You could change your MySpace top 8 at any given time. So like it became like this tit for tat thing. Well, yo, I'm not on their top 8. They're not going to be on my top 8. Or like, yo, he said some whack shit to me yesterday. I'm taking him off my top 8. It got really competitive and weird. So, Country, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Glad you made it. Hey, what's up, Pedo Joe? Gotta go. Glad you're here, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so, yo, that top 8 thing on MySpace was amazing. Lancer said, put your shower shoes on and drink that county Kool-Aid. Yo, here's the thing. Let's talk about shower shoes because they're called shower shoes for a reason. And you do not ever want to walk anywhere barefoot in prison. So a lot of the times in prison, if you even walk out of your cell in shower shoes, your homies, they'll step on your feet because they're catching you slipping. You shouldn't be walking around not ready to get down and go at any given moment. But if you walk in that shower without shower shoes, dude, people will look at you sideways for the rest of your life, bro. There were dudes that I saw walk in that shower without shower shoes on, and if I saw them today, years and years later, I would be like, there's something innately wrong with that dude, because you do not know. Your feet will get pregnant. Country knows. There is like deuce in there. There's blood in there. There's snot rockets in there. MRSA, yo, any type of nasty, disgusting shit that you could possibly think of, it is on those shower floors. I don't care how often they clean them. You know who's cleaning them? Inmates. Do you think they really care that much? Probably not. So you do not ever step in that shower without your shower shoes on, man. I've seen some crazy stuff in there. So, yeah, 100%, like, it was acclamation to me to even be able to step into a shower out on the streets without my shower shoes on. But it would have been real weird out here on the streets, to tell you the truth. So let's see. The one question that we were just talking about was my first day out. I don't feel like it's like worth a whole like full-length video. It was very boring, very satisfying, very fulfilling. It was exactly what I needed in my life. I just wanted to be with my family. I wasn't trying to get in no trouble. Here's the thing about a lot of people, that when they get out, they feel like they're making up for lost time, and they place their value on the wrong things when they get out, man. Like, they're like, oh man, I haven't had pussy in like 6 years, or man, I haven't gotten to drink in 6 years, or, you know, I want to go to the clubs. I want to check out this, check out that, bro. Like, all I wanted was family. That's all that I wanted. And I think that if I had had different values when I first got out, I think that I would have gone right back in, to be honest with you. Let me ask you guys a serious question. I know there's 76 people in there. Are any of you not subscribed to me? Because you're hurting my feelings if you are. You don't want to hurt my feelings. They're big, pretty, pink, sparkly feelings with glitter all over them. Don't hurt them. Jessica said, that's why so many end up with a kid straight out of prison or jail. Truth! And you're not ready. You're 100% not ready when you just get out. Andrew Deep, I'm subbed. Thank you. I love you. What did Country just say? In your state and in county jail, did you have to wear boxers or in the shower? In my county, we did. We did not. We didn't have to. It probably wasn't the worst. It probably wasn't like the worst idea to wear them. A lot of people did voluntarily because they wanted to wash their stuff because we didn't get laundry very often, but it wasn't anything mandatory. My girl Blue turned me on to you. Hey, that's what's up. Wear blue. Tell her I said thank you. Ben subbed. That's what's up. Let's see. Brother in recovery here just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jessica said, welcome everyone. Make sure you're subbed. This guy is great. I love you, Jessica. Thank you so much for the kindness and thank you for being a moderator. I'd like to thank both my moderators here. I got Country and I got Jessica. They're amazing and they kind of keep people from coming in here and doing some crazy stuff because I've had some people come on here and do some crazy stuff. And like, honestly, the trolls don't bother me. The more that somebody is interacting and leaving comments, whether they're whack or not, the more that it gets me out in front of other people. So my message about recovery, my message about not throwing your life away over something stupid gets in front of the people that hopefully might need to see it. But when somebody starts being disrespectful to the community, when somebody starts saying things that are just completely out of pocket and it's annoying you guys, that's when my moderators come in and be like, gone. So they do an amazing job. Hey, Arnie, what's up? I'm glad that you get to see me tonight. It's good to have you here, brother. Thank you for coming. As a former CEO, I would always remind those getting out that we're just like the Motel 6. So look, man, I hope that you're doing that nicely because I'll tell you one dude, man, this CEO, when I got out, he told me straight up, you'll be back. You're going to get out. You'll be right back. We got a bed for you. You ain't going to make it in life. And I don't know if maybe he kind of like motivated me to do the right thing and I did it out of spite, but I hate that dude. I still hate that dude. He didn't know me. He's never seen me again. So I don't know. Love and compassion. Maybe tell him, you could always slide back in here. Let's not see you back in here. Maybe go out and do better. That'd be cool. Sometimes you need to hear that so you stay away. I mean, it's true. It's true. He told me that, and I specifically held that between my butt cheeks really tightly, and it probably kept me from doing dumb stuff a few times. So maybe that was his intention. MPS in my state, the homeless do small crimes during winter to get 3 hots and a cots. Yo, that happens here all the time. All the time. Like, and it's not even like super cold here in Daytona, but it's a weird thing. The other counties in Florida tend to ship their homeless here to Volusia County. It's like this program that they set up to just ship them here. And so there's like camps and everything. And when it gets cold, a lot of these people that are homeless will do small time crimes so that they get to go in and be in for a while. What's your thoughts on BSSO charges? I did my bid and fought to keep my position. I can throw and have, but people always knew it was. So what are you saying? What's my position on people doing fake charges? Bro, anybody who accuses somebody of something that they didn't do, that's foul, bro. That's absolutely foul. Christian, I saw you. I appreciate you. Big love. Thank you so much. JD, if you haven't already, you should do a video on your last day and what it felt like and your first day and what was harder or easier. I think last day is harder from my own experiences. Look, Christian, thank you again. Big love and respects. Thank you. So Christian said, hey, JD, love the vids. You've talked a lot about how gangs are able to make money in prison, selling protection, contraband. Could you explain how any gang money is distributed between members? So look, here's the thing is that like a lot of the time it doesn't go straight to the organization itself. Like if I get money for selling protection, you're like a freelance operative and you're under the umbrella of the organization. So, if one of my homeboys goes up and tells somebody that they need to pay him for protection and they go tell a CO and he goes to the hole, well then I've got his back. I'm going to go mess that dude up. So that's insurance that he has his back covered when he goes to do things. If somebody snitches him out for selling tobacco or drugs, we got him. But, everybody makes their own money in these organizations. And sometimes you have to bring things to like the elders, the shot callers, whatever the situation may be. That wasn't the case in mine. We all just wanted to see each other come up and succeed. And we had no problem taking out the trash if somebody were to snitch on us. Ex-Army CO, I used to tell our people, I hope I never see them again. We have the lowest recidivism rate in the US. All our inmates are amongst the most successful. That's beautiful, man. That's awesome. You know, the people that I hung out with that were vets in prison were so much more dialed than a lot of the prisoners that I met that weren't like that. I've never met a vet that wasn't right on time. If it was time to fight, they were the first to jump. If it was time to have somebody's back, they were the first one there. They weren't out there saying out-of-pocket stuff that could get them or any of the people they hung out with in violation. They knew exactly how to conduct themselves, and that was beautiful. I love seeing ex-cons doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I am not an ex-con. I am a current convict. I will always be a convict. Unless they overturn all of my convictions, I am a convict, and I don't see Florida ever letting go of that. Oregon would, but probably not Florida. Let's see. Oh, here's the important question, dude. Here it is. Xbox or PlayStation? I don't know why you put Xbox first, homeboy, because you know that PlayStation's better. Yeah, PS5 in the other room. I've been playing PlayStation since PlayStation became a thing. I'm about that life. Vets are kind of like convicts. There's vets and then there's vets. Then there's former military. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. It's like the difference between inmates and convicts. And the people that I knew, from everything I could tell, they were vets, bro. They were hardcore vets. Wow, JDF subscribed when you were at less than 100 or 1K, and now you're coming in 100K hot. Man, I'm getting there, bro. A lot of people have jumped in, and I've been getting a lot of love, and I'm absolutely so happy about that. The gym said, I heard a dude talk about extortion inside. He said to tell an extortion is no and just accept that you'll have to fight. If you give them anything, everyone else will want a piece. Thoughts? So look, here's the thing, is that at least where I was at, if you wanted to run an extortion racket, you had to be in a gang. To do any type of extortion, you had to be a gang member. So if you tell one gang member from that gang, no, even if you beat him in a fight, you're going to have more people coming for you. It can get really, really bad. Now, hey, Mason, what's up, dog? You already know, 9-9, bang, bang, baby. So if you're down on bad charges or you're a snitch and somebody wants you to pay to live, to stay safe, you may as well just do that because it's only going to get worse. That's like your best option. They're offering you a life raft. If you're a good dude, bro, just fight it out. Fight it out. If you're a good dude, absolutely. I mean, bro, as the person that I am, with the charges with the charges that I've had, and I've never rolled on anybody. I've never had any bad charges. Bro, you gonna have to stab me. You ain't getting the soup, bro. You ain't getting the fucking thread off of my shoelace. You're gonna have to run that, big dog. You can come kill me if you need to. You ain't punking me down. But if I had a bad charge, bro, I'd be like, you know what? It's time to just pay this rent. Can I just pay it with soups, or do I have to use my mouth? Bro, they're going to get you. They're going to get you if you down on bad charges or you a snitch. So it kind of depends. I'm assuming that you're a good dude and that you were down on a good charge. So, run it back on them, bro. Don't beat them up too bad, though. It's a delicate balance, my friend. What's the craziest person you met inside, like ex-special forces scenario, for example? Look, man, so I don't know what everybody's personal, like, history in there was. Like, a lot of dudes don't like to talk about their combat when they're in there. I know that one dude in particular was on leave in the state of Oregon. He was on leave for Christmas, and he was in Portland, Oregon, and 3 dudes tried to jump him with a knife while he was out taking a walk. He was smoking a joint because he didn't want to smoke at his parents' house, and they jumped him, and he ended up stabbing these dudes bad. Like, there was 3-on-1, but he messed them up, and they said he went way above and beyond. Now, Oregon already doesn't have any type of real self-defense laws. What they have is a Measure 11. Measure 11 is like, if you get in a fist fight, it's a mandatory 70 months. It can go up to 90 months if you got anything in your hand. So this dude ended up catching like 90 months for basically getting jumped and not getting his ass handed to him, bro. He was like, he really messed these dudes up. But like, I did not feel like that dude should be in there at all whatsoever. if dudes jump somebody, especially 3-on-1, and they have a knife, and they get that knife stuck in them a million times, they had that coming, bro. All the way coming. Wanted to give me 140 months. Was that in Oregon? Oregon got those wicked person-to-person laws, bro. Oregon is a bad deal if you get in any type of violence. And so me and you, not at anyone particular, but like me and you could be in a bar drinking and we could go, hey, we have a disagreement. Let's step outside, friend. We step outside. We both fight. You know, it's pretty equal. Cops walk up. They see us fighting and we both go, yo, it's cool. Like, this is a completely mutual combat. We both consent to this fight. You could both still get 70 months off that. Both of you. Like here in Florida, if me and you are at that same bar drinking and it's in Florida and we decide to go out and handle stuff the way men handle stuff, then the cops walk up and they're like, what are you guys doing? We wanted to handle business like grown-ass men, dog. Why don't you mind yours? Fuck out of here. 90% of the time, they're going to be like, all right, mutual combat, consensual, peace, don't do it anymore. Stop, cease and desist, we're gone. Like, it's a completely different climate. And I like it out here a lot better. Man, Florida gets it right sometimes. There are some things that Florida gets so on point, bro. And there's other things where I'm like, y'all really tripping. Y'all know that, right? Like, what are y'all really doing with life? So, you know, it's a give and take. I love certain things about Oregon. There's other things that I'm not thrilled about. I really wish that Florida would stop penalizing people for simple possessions with a felony for the rest of their life. Like, Oregon's got that right. Where Oregon didn't get that situation right is they need to be offering more treatment. And they said they were going to when that bill came up, and then they didn't follow through on the treatment. So now they've got the availability of the drugs and all that, but they're not giving anybody the help that they need. What about gun rights? Do you have your gun rights restored? Absolutely not. I'm still on probation. If I only had charges in Oregon, I would be able to get my gun rights restored. Being in Florida, they are never going to pardon me on my convictions. Florida just isn't about it. Oregon absolutely is forgiving a bunch of felonies for a bunch of different people. I got a homie that I was in prison with, that I used to trap with, that we went through crazy stuff together, and he's got multiple felonies, and he's not a felon anymore. He got Oregon to drop everything. So he's got his gun rights back. So, and I have a felon in possession of a firearm charge too here in Florida. They're never going to let that go. Ever, ever. The organized fraud, the counterfeiting, the sales of meth, they're never letting that stuff go. Can I have OC pepper spray? Nope. Not if I get caught. If I get caught, I sure can't. My hubby got his gun rights taken for life due to a psych hold. Whew, what state? What state, Jess? I need to know. Because, yeah, that could be relevant for someone very close to me. Let's see. Are you allowed crossbows? I'm not allowed crossbows. Felons aren't allowed crossbows. Something about the trigger. We can have compound bows, though. I guess it's that serious of a difference. Let's see. Someone said, an unauthorized use of a vehicle. Absolutely. Yeah, I got those, but Oregon would drop those. Those were all in Oregon. I don't have any of those in the state of Florida. And Florida's the ones that aren't going to drop the charges. Oregon absolutely would. Black powder weapons? Yeah, like if I had a musket, bro, like they wouldn't trip. But, bro, I'm not... If I pull out a gun, it's strictly to kill somebody. Nobody's going to see my gun unless it's time for me to kill somebody. So, and the only way that I'm going to do that is if I have to absolutely defend myself. I feel like, you know, like loading a musket is going to be kind of fucked, bro. If somebody comes at me with a gun, I'm going to be in a bad shape if I have to load a musket. Angry I'm a felon. Yes, you can own black powder, at least here in PA. Yeah. Yeah, I think that pretty much everywhere, I think you can own, like, black powder weapons. Chewbacca back! Wookiee noises! Ooh, that was the weakest Chewbacca noise ever. I need to apologize to God and my family for that weak-ass Chewbacca noise I just made. Bro, I need to go back I need to practice and I need to get myself right because that was terrible. Let's see. On that 1776 grind with those defense muskets. Seriously, bro. Like, I mean, even if you have a high point that's probably going to jam and blow up in your hand, you're probably better off with that than one of those muskets. But they dropped charges because I didn't snitch, nor did I plead or bargain. Look, here's the thing, man. 90% of the time, if nobody talks, everybody walks. It's crazy. So many people think they're getting themselves out of shit by getting themselves into it. Trev, Demon Army, JD, you saved me the other night. Hold on, that went away. JD, you saved me the other night. Real talk. No BP in Colorado. Hey, look, man, you saved you. You reached out to somebody to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one who did that. It wasn't me that did anything. You reached out to somebody who you knew would try to walk you and talk you through it to the best of their ability, but you did all of the hard work afterwards, bro. Like, that's what we're supposed to do in recovery, is when we're feeling weak, we reach our hand out to our brother, and that's it, bro. You did that. And I'm proud of you, and I love you, and I'm glad that you're still here. I like the look of the high point. Yeah, but, like, the functionality of the high point, bro, like, back when I was, like, in Oregon, and everybody on the streets had pistols, and they were all high points, bro. And I've seen time and time again where those things jam when it's time to not have your gun jam. It's a bad deal. Yeah, Laura said she's proud of you for reaching out. I am too. JD, you can buy a 6-shooter pistol. Sign me up! Are you kidding me? Like one of them old school, like revolver 6-shooters. Whoo, let's get it. Yeah, high point is pot steel. They're bad. They're bad. Yeah, I mean, you might get a few good shots out of it, but eventually, whoo, it's going to go bad on you, man. Those things are not made for any type of real combat. If I'm in a bind and need someone to help, I'd turn to the most convicts. Hey, you know what? Like, there's something about people who have been to the gutter. There's something about people who have had nothing. There's something about people who have made it through being at the bottom. We always are there to be able to reach out if somebody else needs help. For the most part, I mean, any of us who have gotten our stuff together from that place, we're down to help everyone else. Okay, hold on. Spades Reaper, 1 team, 1 fight, got 4 out of 6 of them shooters. Hell yeah! That's what's up. Let's see. Spades, thank you. I appreciate you. I had a high point 380 blow apart in my hand. I'm missing a pinky because of it. Do you see that comment? His high point blew up in his hand. He's missing a pinky. First off, I'm terribly sorry about your pinky. And I'm not excited that you don't have a pinky. That sounded really fucking insensitive, dog. I'm a dick. I'm sorry. But that's what I'm talking about. Those things are so unreliable. And those things are, I mean, would you ever buy a high point again, bro? I mean, absolutely not. Sorry I got so excited, but that was just absolutely to the point of what I was talking about. New Smyrna Beach, what's up? How you doing, usual suspect? So let me ask you, how are things going in the shark bite capital of the universe? Let's see. Hell no, I won't even look in their direction. For real, I'm sorry about your pinky, man. Thank you for putting that comment out there, though, because you know, that just marks exactly what I was saying. Rest in peace, Pinky. Jess, did you really do that? Oh, I love you, girl. That's what's up. Taurus is mad, depending on the model. Yeah, absolutely. I really liked my Springfield Armory subcompact 9mm. I loved that gun. I missed that gun. I had to throw that gun in a high-speed chase so they didn't catch me with that gun. And I went back and looked for it when they matrixed me out because, like, so the way that it works in Lane County Jail is you go in and it's a 1-for-1. Every time somebody goes in, they have to let somebody out because they're always at maximum capacity. So they have what they call custody referees, and custody referees will decide who has the least amount of risk to the community if they let them out. So I ended up getting kicked out 2 days later, went back, looked for my Springfield Armory, and it was a no-go. Pink King. There was someone who tested out high points on YouTube. How'd that go? How did that go? I want to see that video. Restore JD's gun rights. I would be with it, bro. I would be so with it. I would love to get a concealed carry. I would love to be able to like hold my own and keep things locked down. I'm not out here committing crimes, bro. Like, if I need to commit crimes, I definitely wouldn't do anything with the commission of a pistol. That just ups your time so far. If I wanted to go out and commit crimes, there's no way in hell I would be using a gun right now. They're handing out crazy time in Florida for that. But like, I would like to be able to have one to be able to protect my family now that I'm like an honest, law-abiding citizen. Somebody said high points are great for torture tests. Oh man. Hold on, what was that? Cloud Strife, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Convicts and vets have a camaraderie that we can't find in the civilian world. Years stuck together brings you together. Absolutely. 1000%, dude. And like, there's a reason that like I get along so well with vets and convicts. You know what I'm saying? I was raised, my dad was a combat vet from Vietnam. He was a Marine. So like I instantly click with vets anyway, bro. Like they remind me of my dad and I respect that so much. Ball, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for donating. I appreciate you, dude. Hold on. After 3 deployments, you build something even though you might hate each other. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what I love about vets, like as opposed to convicts? And like, I'm a convict and I'm still going to say this, like vets understand, it seems like, that racism is just garbage. It's just garbage. You know, you rely on each other, you're stronger together. And I wish that more convicts could get with that, bro. Like, I've never met a vet that was like racist. Spicy Trash Panda, just a thanks for your humbling comment today. Get your girl some flowers or an omelet. Eggs are crazy expensive. Yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, brother. Your comment on that video was so humbling to me, the love and the passion that you have for the people of this country. Now, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the government? Do you trust our government? And this is open to any of you who have served. Do you guys trust the American government? Do you guys feel like you've been at all like done kind of messed up by the government? I'm asking this because like my dad does not trust the government. And he's 100% feels like he was used in bad ways by the government. So trust the government? No. So this is pretty unanimous. So what I'm talking about here is like, I can't stand our government. I don't trust our government. I don't want none to do with them. But I love the American people. I love what this country stands for. I love the dream of possibility and equality that this country was built upon. I think that our government is tyrannical. I think that there's, on both sides, it's been built into criminal enterprises. And I think that we lose every single time. I don't trust them. All my brothers and sisters were used and kicked to the curb. Seriously. And like, so I did some work with this place called Heroes Mile here, which is a substance use treatment center for vets, man. And it made me so sad to see how fucked off the VA is doing you guys, man. It's disgusting. It's despicable. You guys should come first. First stream, love your skits and stories. I don't trust the government and I'm a civilian. Echo, I feel you 1000%. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the donation. Yeah, man, I really don't know too many people who trust our government at this point. So it makes me wonder when things are actually going to change. Because I know that things will. I enjoy serving our people, but besides, our politicians are an unfortunate side effect. Yep. See, and I kind of thought that was going to be the answer, my brother. I kind of felt that from all the vets that I've talked to, definitely the ones inside. The ones who are serving time inside, especially ones that got done dirty, like the dude who was on leave got jumped and did what he was trained to do. He was trained to protect himself. Like, he was a combat veteran. He just came back from combat in service of our country. And three degenerate douchebags jumped him, and he used their own weapon against them. He didn't even kill nobody, bro. And they gave him 90 months. It's trash, bro. It's trash to treat one of our soldiers like that. Let's see. They're lucky he was alone. We cover each other's 6. 1,000%. And I've seen that in action. There's a story about vets in prison that I'm working on doing a video for that I think is going to be really, really good. It's something that I want to make sure that I get right. And sometimes my videos take me a little bit of time to work through, but that's going to be a good one. Belle, thank you so much. Hey, JD, what would be your last meal? My wife. Not like a cannibal. Not like that. Let's get my mind out of the gutter. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. Look, I have a thing for steak. Steak is just something that is, if it's done right, my last meal would be a steak and a fully loaded potato and some broccoli. Yeah, I would be with that. Zarek, keep up the videos. I'm happy to others make it. Hold on here a second. I got to be reading this. I'm happy to others make it after a long road. I think he meant I'm happy to see others make it. Zarek, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Big love and respect to you, dude. It's been a weird road, dog. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, there were so many times in my life, Zarek, no, don't apologize. I was just trying to get to the point of what you were actually saying. Like, and a lot of the times I read things wrong because they're moving up and down so fast. Please don't apologize. I love you. You're amazing. Dude, there were so many times where I did not think that I was going to make it. I honestly had given up on myself at so many crucial points in my life. And I feel like the universe or God really had a hand in keeping me out of my own way. Because I should have been dead many times over. And I'm still here. And so the way that I see that is that I need to pay that forward. I need to do something to try to help other people. I need to reach my hand back into those shadows, into that darkness, and try to pull other people out who are lost in the same way that I am. And the cool thing about it is that I never thought that all of the chaos, all the mayhem, all of the like suffering and sickness and insanity that I went through were ever going to come full circle to having a purpose and a meaning and being of substance. I figured it was all just static. Like, cool, I'm a junkie and I'm a criminal and I do terrible shit. And this is going to be the end of my story, and my parents are going to have to bury me, and they're going to be embarrassed to the person that I was. Not only am I out, but my story can speak to other people. Because I was bad, bro. So if people can see how bad that I was through my stories and see that I'm making it, see that I'm living a different life, see that like I'm happy and I'm comfortable in my own skin, then that gives it a meaning. That gives it substance, and that gives me purpose in my life. I just went on a long rant on that. I love you guys. I appreciate you sitting here and listening to me talk about all that feely stuff. Somebody asked, Cloud, thank you. I'm going to keep saying it, bro, on every front. Ray asked, you should do a co-op video with Larry Lawton. Man, he right down the way, bro. He right down the way. And I'm trying to, like, I've been texting him. He's so busy, bro. Larry always be doing big things. But as soon as Larry gets back to me, we've already talked about it. Either he's going to bring his RV here and we'll record, because he has like this whole setup in an RV. Like, he's got a portable podcast studio, and we're going to record some content for his channel, record some for my channel. Or maybe I'll just go down there. Get Kent on with you, man. Jax, don't let me forget to book the Airbnb and the plane. I'm flying to Chicago with my wife. Jessica Kent is flying me and my wife to Chicago. And we are going to be doing some content together. It's going to be amazing. She actually sent me her credit card. Me, the dude who got arrested for organized fraud and counterfeiting, she sent me her credit card number 2 nights ago. And I keep forgetting to book the flights and book the Airbnb. So I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to be flying out to Chicago. We're going to be recording the whole time, having a good time. Yeah, Jess is one of my best friends. She's amazing. And so I'm really excited because we haven't gotten to get together in the same place yet. Like we talk all the time, but, and she's really the reason that I got onto YouTube because I was just kind of blowing stuff up on TikTok and things were going really well. And she messaged me. She's like, dude, you're awesome. Why are you wasting so much time on TikTok and not being on YouTube? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, cool, let me tell you exactly what to do. And then you do it and you'll be doing good on YouTube. And that's exactly what I did. I just listened to her and I started doing what she told me that I needed to do and just putting my content on here to the pattern that she said, because she knows a whole lot about how to do this YouTube stuff. And things have gone pretty exceptionally well. Like people have received it really well. I've gotten to have an amazing community on here. I've gotten a lot of support. The other people tend to be supporting people on here. And that's my favorite thing to see. Like I can't read every single comment, but when I see a comment and somebody's like, man, I'm really going through it. And there's 3 other people from our community going, hey, what's up, man? I believe in you. I care about you. Let's talk about this. Do you need help? That blows my mind. That is the most amazing feeling to see you guys taking care of each other and making this a real community, dude. You guys are the fucking coolest. I know that I shouldn't be cussing because YouTube hates that, but you guys are the fucking coolest. I mean that. I miss Jess's silly, happy content. I hope she gets back to that soon. She's been going through a lot. I know she's talked a little bit about what she's been going through, but she is doing a lot better these days than she was for a while. JD, is it true that you cannot be friends with a guard because it gets suspicion, get your wig split? Look, man, I don't care what nobody says about COs, dude. Like, I had really good relationships with several COs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't snitching on nobody. I had keys to my car. Like, but if I wanted a cell move done, I got my motherfucking cell move done. If I needed somebody to bring me in tobacco, are these other dumbass inmates going to be able to do it for me? No, bro. You got to work with the people who have access to outside to get outside shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who don't understand that, like, they're not running nothing. They're not running nothing at all. Like, yeah, like you can have some people that might be like kind of suspicious of you. I do not care. I'm getting money. Your suspicion or lack of suspicion does not fill my box. And I always had a full box in prison and I was able to maintain a certain lifestyle. So, you know, the people who have some sort of issue with people associating with COs in there, they see things on too small of a basis. If you want to get money, bro, you got to be about it. Plus, also, like, yeah, and better than having your family bring stuff in through visiting. Because, like, look, you're going to put your family at risk bringing in balloons of heroin or meth through visiting. That's terrible, bro. I would much rather have a CO who wants to make their truck payment, making money with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, COs are just people, too. COs are just people, too. And, like, a lot of them got into that line of work because they're like us. They see that there's the absolute possibility to make a lot more than that. Like, I think here it's like $17.50 an hour. Like in the county jail here, I don't know what the prisons are. I just saw that they were hiring for COs at the jail, and I was like, I should apply. That would be the dumbest move ever. Oh man, but yeah, I thought about putting in an application. Our Sheriff Chitwood, he's actually really decent, man. I've worked with Sheriff Chitwood here in Volusia County on our events for passing out Narcan here in Daytona Beach. And he was doing a ride-along program where they had peer support recovery specialists ride along with the police to all overdose calls to try to talk people into going into treatment, you know, detox, treatment, sober living. And I had talked to him at length about wanting to do that. And he was like, look, you would be the first person I would have. Like, you're big, you're tattooed, we would have you. But you're also about to be on house arrest or be in prison. So it probably wouldn't work out. And then I got house arrest, and I was like, yo, can we maybe work around this house arrest thing? You know, maybe get me a little bit of extra, like, you're the sheriff, bro. Call my PO. And he was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Secret sauce and JD can't function on weed. That's 1000% correct. I don't have a problem with people smoking weed. Like, I honestly, I don't have a problem with anybody doing any type of substance as long as you're safe, as long as it's not a problem for you. Your relationship with your substance is determined by yourself. Like, I don't have a problem with people that use that can hold it together. And if they don't perceive it as a problem, if it's not causing them terrible consequences in their life, run that. I've never seen people casually use heroin or meth or fentanyl, but marijuana, I don't see a lot of people getting out of hand with it. And I know a lot of people that are in long-term recovery who use it as an alternative to having to be put back on pharmaceuticals. And I would much rather see somebody hitting the giggle twigs or the chuckle brush than popping pills or any of the other stuff that they could do. I am proud to say I am a responsible amphetamine user. An amphetamine user or a methamphetamine user, because there is a distinct difference, my friend. Weed got you off opiates? 1000%, dude. And like amphetamine. See, there's a huge difference between amphetamines and methamphetamines. So I have multiple sponsees that are on cannabis recovery. You know what I'm saying? They smoke, and that's all that they do. And one dude was putting needles in his arms 10, 15 times a day for over a decade when he wasn't in prison for robbing banks, because that's how he made his money. He's one of my best friends. He did time for robbing banks, all this crazy stuff. Now he smokes a little weed. He works all the time. He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. I don't care if he smokes weed. I'm his sponsor. I don't care. Run that, bro. Get it. As long as you ain't doing this or walking into a bank with a note or a pistol, bro, like, your life shows the fruits of your recovery. I don't care about, like, being able to be the most abstinent person on the face of the planet. How am I going to judge that man for smoking a little weed when I drink caffeine and I'm vaping nicotine? I can't judge that dude, bro. Do you know how to get Narcan for free or cheap? Because in Arizona, sorry, the caps. Yeah, no. Run the caps. That's an important question, and I absolutely want to get to that. Go to endoverdose.net. I believe it's endoverdose.net. You can get it for just the cost of the shipping, and they will ship you full kits with the breathing safety masks. They will send you the inhalers. They'll send you all of that stuff. Endoverdose.net. Look up End Overdose. I think it costs like $7, and they can send you a box full of Narcan inhalers. I strongly believe in Narcan, and I want you to have it. Spicy Trash Panda says, I eat edibles to avoid sleepwalking. Too many mornings with a busted face. PTSD is a bitch. Yo, here's the thing. I really wish that it gave me the effects that I wanted, because I would really love to be able to, like, I would love to not be a ball of anxiety when I walk out of the house and be looking multiple different directions, sizing every single thing up to see if it was a threat or not. I wish that I could use it for my ADHD and, be more mellow and focused, my anxiety, like all of that. Like, it's amazing how many different uses THC has. And I'm stoked for anyone it works for. It makes my anxiety worse. It absolutely makes my anxiety so much worse. Yo, McCunt, no, thank you, bro. Get Narcan. Help people. Stay safe. If it's for you, stay safe. Don't use alone. If it's for other people, watch their backs, brother. Get their six. I love you for that, bro. Nobody was there to help my kid when he was overdosing, and he didn't make it. They didn't find him until it was too late. So I'm a huge advocate for Narcan. I was handing out Narcan long before any of that happened with my kid. I have hundreds of inhalers here right now. I'm getting ready to do another Narcan distribution event here in a week or so. So I'm a firm believer in it, 100%. How to help a partner adjust to being out after 10 years. Go slow. Go slow. You know, ask him a lot. You know, are you okay with being out? Like, because he's probably going to be cool when you guys are in the house. Being out at first, after being in for a while, there's like certain situations where, you know, I just flash to violence because nobody knows how to act on the streets after you've been locked up, dude. If you've been locked up for a good long while, you get out and people are so disrespectful and they don't even realize it. Like, you have to realize when you get out that most people have no idea that they're being disrespectful because you're just going to want to stab each and every one of them, bro. Like, on God, everywhere I went, I wanted to stab people because I perceived what they were doing as being disrespectful. Because it really is. It's disrespectful, but they just don't even see it. They're too used to like living in their own little bubble, and they don't understand that if they bump into you and they don't say something, that that's disrespectful. You know, you hold the door open for them, they don't even look at you. They don't realize that they're being disrespectful, but I want to put their face through something. So you have to be able to calm yourself down from all that. I work for a chaplain in my unit. Helping people with resources is a big part of what I do. Next Distro is a website we go with a lot. Next Distro. So, Cloud, you're saying that Next Distro can get you Narcan and resources like that? That's beautiful. That's perfect. I didn't know that. I learned that today. Cloud, I love you. Every single time, man. You always kicking that fire, bro. And, you know, we've talked about this. Final Fantasy VII. Dude, so the week that Final Fantasy VII came out, I'm going to be a little bit of a degenerate here, and I'm going to war story for a second. The week that Final Fantasy VII came out, I had my PlayStation. I went and got it, and on the same trip, I picked up a Bible. A Bible is like 100 sheets of LSD, and a sheet has like 100 hits on it. And so I had this big book of these pages, and it was this Jesus Christ LSD. So like Jesus was on there and he was super buff and he was like, oh, and there were lasers coming out of his eyes. And bro, like I sat there and dosed and played Final Fantasy VII for like weeks, bro. Like on my balcony, sitting there just like, ooh. And people would come over and be like, hey, I need to buy some acid. It's in the freezer, leave some money. Ooh. I got stuck, bro. That game engulfed me. Dude, the amount of vets in chat is unbelievable. Same blood, different path. We're cut from the same cloth. Dude, like, I'm telling you right now, I get along with a lot of vets, and I have a lot of vets who come over here and bless me and rock out with me. And I feel like, dude, it means a lot to me that I have so many veterans here with me. Like, y'all are awesome. Y'all understand. Y'all were raised like, even if you weren't raised, like I was raised with a vet. And, you know, a lot of vets end up with addiction as well. Absolutely. Let's see, what was that? Matthew McAllister, thanks for your videos. It lets me laugh about the time that I spent locked up. Bro, Matt, isn't that like the best feeling to be able to laugh about it now? Because it wasn't always funny at the time, some of the stuff that we went through. But to tell you the truth, a lot of it, like I had a lot of good times in there. And I miss a lot of the people that I knew in there. And probably even at this point, a lot of them aren't the best people to be around me. But, you know, I've still got friends that I talk to on a regular basis who are doing amazing, by the way, that I met in prison. Oh, Sophie, thank you. Thank you for your strength, because last night I finally had the courage to face my parents and tell the truth about my life. They love and accept me. Sophie, I love you. That's awesome. And go mom and dad. Hell yes. That's beautiful. That just made my whole night, dude. That's so cool. I appreciate you, Sophie. We institutionalized like you. I know y'all are, and it's cool, man. It's cool. Like, you know, my dad, let me tell a little story. My dad had it bad when he came back from Vietnam. So he came back from Nam, and for a lot of people who don't know, when people came back from Nam, they were not viewed as heroes. They were not treated appropriately. They were treated like shit. You know, people called them baby murderers and rapists and all this shit. They went over there to do what they thought was protecting our country, serving our country, and a lot of bad shit happened, right? And the people were really ingrateful to the vets when they came back from Vietnam. And so my dad didn't get into counseling. He didn't get any help from the VA. They were literally spat on. Absolutely. My dad burned all of his shit from the Army. He burned everything. He didn't want anything to do with it. He was so disillusioned. He had seen so many good people die. He had had to do things that he was traumatized by to be able to survive. And he had really bad PTSD. So he moved, like, he became a hippie, like a peace-loving, tree-hugging hippie. And he ended up hitchhiking across the country, landed in California, and found this hippie commune that was like Christians. And he got saved and everything. He met my mom. They were renting a house in California, and he was like working like 18-hour days to save up so that he could move us out of California because he saw how bad California was getting. He wanted to buy a house in Oregon and start his own business. But I was like, I think 4 years old at the time, and he was really sick. And my dad, when he gets sick, like when he gets feverishly sick, he has a lot of flashbacks and a lot of bad triggers from Nam because he got really sick. He almost died a couple times getting sick in Nam. And so he would kind of be in this like weird PTSD psychosis sometimes when he'd be sick. He left a pistol tucked underneath the couch cushions, went to the bathroom to vomit, and my 4-year-old, 5-year-old little ass went and grabbed the gun. And I'm standing there with it when he walks back in, and he screams, "No, put it down!" And it jolted me. I ended up shooting the gun, and it grazed him right here. And it wasn't like, it didn't like crack his skull or anything, but it knocked him unconscious, bro. And my mom immediately called 911. And back then, 911, at least where we were at in California, they had some decent response time. They got there. They already had my mom. They were putting my mom in cuffs when my dad came to and was like, "No, it was the boy. She didn't do it." They thought my mom shot my dad. It was a weird, traumatizing night. So, yeah, like I grew up with my dad going in and out of like really severe problems with his PTSD because he was a combat Marine in a really scary place. So, I always fuck with my vets, bro. I kick it with them heavy. Yeah, it was bad. And then like the other thing, Emily, is that we went, I was going to a Christian school at the time, and all the other kids knew that I had shot my dad. So I became the kid who shot his dad, and everybody had an issue with me. And like, it made me feel further ostracized. So, it wasn't a great time. But we joke about it now. Me and my dad laugh about it now. I gave him a scar. He's it looks like a receding hairline. And he's like, "You really got me, kid." I'm like, but he's the best, man. I talk to him almost every day. So as a guy with 4 years into recovery, your content is so refreshing because it's from the heart. It's real. Love you, brother. Love you, Kyle. Thank you so much. You're not lying, Emily. Yeah. Damn, JD. I never heard that story. Thanks for sharing it. I never shared that story. And, I really just wanted to give some context as to growing up with somebody who had PTSD from heavy combat. And that was the first thing that came to mind, My dad's the most incredible man I have ever met. Like, if I can be half of the man that my father is, then I will feel like I have succeeded in my life. And I've put him through hell. I've dragged him through hell. He's seen my struggle. He's had to, drive across the state to be able to visit me. He rode out through prison with me. He's rode out through everything with me. My father is the man that I want to be. He's an incredible human being. So, when I'm kicking it with vets, I kind of feel like I'm kicking it partially with my pops too, because y'all have kind of the same type of thing going on. Like, y'all have this really confident, put together part of you, but there's also this other part. You know what I'm saying? I think the vets get what I'm saying. Damn, sounds rough. Glad y'all made it through life with an episode like that. I've seen family members write each other off for less. Nah, hell no. My family don't get down like that, bro. We are 100% connected at all times. I don't own any firearms myself. I have PTSD and don't trust myself. Cloud, please follow that. I love you. I want to see you have the best possible life that you that you can, man. Like, if you don't feel comfortable with it at this point in your life, follow it, hold it, trust your gut. I love you, dog. Emily, big hugs. I'm glad that you and your dad are close. My dad is also a Vietnam vet. PTSD screwed them up, and honestly, the best parents still, so there's respect for this. Emily, 1000%. I love you, girl. Spicy Trash Panda said, my heart goes out to, oh, Jessica, my heart goes out to you, but thanks. I missed something there. I probably missed a lot of stuff because I talk too much. Lancer, is it true that saltpeter in prison, and why don't they feed it to punks at Snake River? Dude, I have it on my list of things to talk about. The saltpeter in prison. I don't know, bro. I do not know if they actually put saltpeter in the food in prison. But I'll tell you what, I've heard it at every county jail. I've heard it at every prison. And I'm not sure if it's just, do we have any COs in here? Do we have any food coordinators in here? Do we have anybody who can tell us whether or not they're putting limp dick in our food? Because I'm wondering, and I want to know, and it seems like it would be a great thing to put in the Diaper Bandits shit, bro. Those pedos, 1000%. Trev, Demon Army, any tips on becoming a peer recovery coach? Had a hard week. I'm normally not like how I've been since losing mom. Bro, give yourself space and grace and love right now, because I know that you're going through everything that you're going through. I love you. Love yourself through this. For me, I can tell you that, like, being of service to other people and helping other people has been so quintessential to my recovery. And every time that I feel myself starting to slide left or right of my center, I go and I do something for somebody else to get myself out of my own selfish self-centeredness. So, like, being of service can absolutely give you like a really good focus and a really good spiritual reset. So if you want to be, there's peer support specialists, there's recovery coaches. I got my recovery coach training virtually through 0 Hour Life Academy. They're great. They're amazing. 0 Hour Life Academy. My peer support specialist training I got through DCF, SAMH, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Department from the state of Florida. I actually got a sponsorship, like a grant, to get my training through DCF, through the state of Florida, because they saw everything that I was doing in the community, and they were like, we want to give this dude this training. And so they actually gave me a substantial training for free, which was amazing. Adam, what's up, my dude? How you doing, bro? Yeah, losing family members is terrible, dude. Losing family members is, I don't think that I'm ever going to be over losing a child. I don't think I'm ever going to be over it. But, a lot of it for me is keeping myself busy and distracting myself from it when it gets to be too much, and then coming back when I feel like I'm able to face it. It's not something that I've fully processed yet. And every time I think about it, this starts happening. Losing a kid is way too much. Hold it together, bro. I got you, King Kush. That would really destroy me. We are here for you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. To be honest, I called the crisis hotline last night. I wish they were around when your papa needed them. Yo, that's awesome that they have that in your area. I think that there's like something similar here, and I've wanted to volunteer with them because I know that if you're a peer support specialist, they're usually pretty cool about letting you volunteer there. Bro, I lost my younger sister to suicide last Thursday. Hey, Jay, I am so sorry to hear that, man. It's not something that you're ever fully going to get over. Nor, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to. I feel like it would be disrespectful to my loved one to just be like, I've really worked through it and it doesn't affect me anymore. I don't want that. I want the pain. I want it to respect the people that I've lost. I always want to carry it with me because it's all that I have left of them at this point, is the good memories and the pain that I'm going through. I love you, Jay. I'm sorry about your sister, dog. I 100% feel you right now. You're not alone. I don't know if you see these other comments, but there are a lot of people sending you love. Suicide's a rough one, man. I've lost a lot of people to suicide. Several of them were my friends that were vets. So, we're here, bro. Yeah, she left behind kids. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. Earl lost his mom to suicide in 2021 after her cancer had taken over her body. I'm really sorry to hear that, Earl. I've always wondered, so here's the thing. I would never want to go out in a way where I couldn't care for myself anymore. If I got cancer and I knew that it was over and I knew that there wasn't any coming back from it and people were just having to wipe my ass for me and shit, I would want to take myself out before I got to that point. I would want people to remember this me, not that me. So, I kind of can understand where that comes from. Zarek, oh my God, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You must go now. Keep up the good work. I know what it's like to be gone a long time, but now I live best years of my life, living good and strong. I did 15 years I'm not even going to try to pronounce that German prison, bro, but hey, the next time that you're here, man, can we discuss what it's like in prison in Germany? I really appreciate the donation. Much love and respect to you, bro. If the next time that we do a live and you're here, if you want to talk a little bit about what German prison was like, I would love to be educated by you. I would love if you would share your knowledge with me. And thank you so much for the donation. I hope you have a blessed night. Let's see. Etwan, what up, dude? Survivor's guilt is real. So look, let me tell you guys a quick story because there was a situation that just happened here in Volusia County, really recently. And I don't know if you guys saw Larry's video on it, but there was a couple, they were both in their late 70s. They had been together forever, dude. These people fostered dogs that no one else would take, that were going to be put down. These people did all sorts of cool stuff in their community. These people were good people, right? And the husband got sick, and they had made a vow that if he got sick and if it looked like it wasn't gonna turn around, that she would let him end himself before it got too bad. And he went in for one final treatment after they had already told him that there was no chance, and he did this one last treatment, and he was so weak when they told him that the treatment wasn't taking and that he was still going to be dying, that his wife brought him the gun and he couldn't even fucking lift the gun, bro. So he asked her, he said, yo, you made a vow to me that you weren't going to let me go out like this. You have to do it for me. I can't do it for myself. So she shot him. And then when the police came, she did this hostage situation for several hours. And they charged her with crazy murder and attempted murder, a bunch of charges. They've just recently downplayed the charges a little bit. I don't think they should have locked her up, bro. She's 70 something and she's losing her husband. Daisy Pugsley, I'm so sorry for your loss. Much love to you and yours. Big hug, big squeeze. Much love from Eugene. Daisy Pugsley is in Eugene. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to be back in Eugene soon. I can't wait to go back home, spend time with family. I'm really looking forward to it. Eugene is my spot, bro. Eugene always has a huge place in my heart. The mystery cook, no one should tell someone what to do with their body. Seriously, dude, it was assisted suicide. But because these punks in Florida wouldn't give them a humane option to be able to take himself out in a compassionate, humane way, and she kept her vows to her husband. Crystal, exactly. She kept her vow to her husband. And now she's facing all these charges. And any of these charges that she gets is a life sentence for her, bro. She'll spend the rest of her life in a Florida prison. Florida prisons are fucked up, especially if you're 70, almost 80, bro. Living in this heat with no air conditioner, with all of the shit that goes on in Florida prisons, she shouldn't be charged, dog. 1,000%. They should have offered him a humane option. But Florida, we talked at the beginning of this live, Florida gets a lot of things right. That stand your ground shit. Love that. But shit like this, terrible. And you know that she's hurting. You know that she's suffering. She was so out of her mind after losing the love of her life, the man she'd been married to for like decades. And like, then she lost him, and you know, it was going to happen one way or the other. He was going to die. He just didn't want to suffer anymore. He was in super bad pain, and they wouldn't give him a humane way out. Now, would I have used a gun if I was her? I definitely would not have used a gun, but I am someone who's younger, and, you know, I know a little bit more about humane ways to go out. You know, I would have brought the person like an overdose amount of heroin or fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Using a gun is pretty extreme. But these are like people in their 70s, 80s. They don't really know about how to access fentanyl or fucking heroin or anything like that. So, you know, it really kind of is what it is. I think they should let her go. Let's see. She helped him and loved him to not let him suffer. 1,000%. Hey, Jax, if I'm ever terminal and I can't wipe my ass, you have to kill me, okay? She said, got it. I don't know if y'all heard that. She's such a good wife. I love her so much. I could never kill a loved one. That would be too hard. You know, and the original deal that they made was that she was going to bring him the gun so that he could do it himself. But he couldn't even lift the fucking gun at that point. He was that far gone, and he was in so much pain. It's hard to know.
Bidet. That means you're never going to die.
What'd you just say?
We have a bidet. You get to live forever.
Yo, I said if I can't wipe my ass, she just told me we have a bidet. So that means you're never allowed to die. I get it. I get it. We do have a bidet, man. If you guys ever showered your butthole after a nice deuce, we have a bidet. My homies bought us a bidet, came over and installed it. It was great. I sent you a DM. Please check your IG. I will. I absolutely will. I don't check my IG hardly ever, but I'm going to go over there and I'm going to check it. I really appreciate you. If you need help editing the vids, I got you. Strife, let's talk, bro. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the offer. Have you ever seen the documentary on Booty War? Oh, Fleece Johnson, bro? Are you kidding me? Oh, Fleece? Yeah, that I watched that when I was in prison. We were watching The Lockup all the time, bro. Like, we would watch all the episodes of Lockup, and old Fleece Johnson. There was nothing more important in prison than booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty was more important than water. A man's booty. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, Fleece, I never knew anyone like Fleece. So we had some characters. We definitely had some characters like Angel Gomez was he was like the boogeyman of the Oregon prison system for a long time. He went in, he was a Golden Glove boxer. He was also mid-transition. So, she was, you know, halfway there, up there, but still had the downstairs parts. Went in for killing 2 cops and was a champion Golden Glove boxer. So, she did not like being disrespected. People would call her homophobic slurs. And one time she got tired of it, knocked a dude out on the tier. He woke up. She had his out and was in her mouth. And she looked at him and said, "Who's the now?" And so she got this like catchphrase. If Angel gets the knockout, she gets the out, right? So that was like the boogeyman of the Oregon prison system. Like everybody in county would be like, "You're going to go up there. Angel Gomez is going to get you." I met Angel. She was fucking cool as fuck. Angel was just a sweet old lady. There was she was chill. And maybe in her younger years and everything, she was like more aggressive, but like she was just a sweet little old lady. She walked with a cane, bro. She was not doing all that when I met her. We had Apple, who, you know, he wasn't like predatory or any shit like that. But, you know, I'd be like, I walk by him, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Apple?" "Oh, you know, just want something in my mouth." But like that aggressive, like booty warrior thing, like where I want you, I'm gonna have you. Never seen it. Never seen it in prison. I don't think it would fly. You'd end up getting stuck from the left, stuck from the right, and not the way you're looking for. Hey, Palm Coast, what up? How's it going? I love Palm Coast. It's beautiful out there. There's a lot less happening than there is in Daytona, and that's a good thing in my book. Let's see. You made it to Alive. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Well, you guys, it has been 75 minutes, and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm a huge The Last of Us fan. I'm about to jump off here. I'm going to eat dinner with my wife. I'm going to watch The Last of Us, and we're going to do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys. Hey, yeah, getting hit on by gay dudes is the absolute compliment, dude. Like, I take that and I'm like, oh, hey, thank you. That's what's up. People who have an issue with that, I think, are just insecure. That shit has never bothered me. That shit has always been like, hey, I appreciate you. But I'm going to take off, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who came. I appreciate all of you guys who are in my community. Please stick with me. We're going to be doing a lot of good stuff over this next week, this next month, this next year. We're getting close to the 1,000, which sounds really cool to me because then I'm going to have like this play button, which sounds super cool. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one. Be good or be good at it, baby.